Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're actually going to be trying out a brush trio. So I actually went to the store. Oh my God, I cannot remember the last time I walked into a store. I was so excited, especially the store. If you watched me for a long time, you know I love the store. So I went to Marshall's and picked this up. It's from one of my favorite brush brands. This is the Face, Eye, and Cheek brush set from Real Techniques. I love their brushes. This is the Rebel Edge Trio for bronzer, shadow, and highlights. And I was very intrigued. I've seen this at Ulta, so it's very new. This was $7.99, and you get 3 brushes, a 203, a 303, and a 403. So initially when I looked at this, I thought the eye brush was going to be so cool. And I actually thought this was going to be really cool for blush, but it actually has it, I had it so wrong. It actually is made for blush and highlight, bronzer, powder, and eyeshadow. So we are going to crack this open, try it out. Obviously, I look very blank. My makeup actually looks a little rough. I tried out these foundations. This is the Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This one was a little bit dark for me, so I went in and got another shade, thinking maybe it was that. Because sometimes I'll do my foundation, and if it's not my correct shade, I get just like overwhelmed, and I'm like, oh no, it's horrible. You really aren't going to be able to tell, but it is showing my pores horribly. Looks cake face to me, and this I think is the problem, so I'll have to try this on its own. But I ended up picking up the Becca Ultimate Coverage Longwear Concealer as well, and I'm not loving it, but we're here. I'm not wasting product. I'm just going to put product over top of it. All right, so let's get into the video. Before we get into the video, I want to let you guys know that I love Real Techniques brushes. I think I might have 2 more somewhere, but ooh, my hair is so long. Literally, I have so many of them. I think they're affordable. Honestly, I use Real Techniques brushes, like face brushes, a little bit more. I will be honest and say I feel that when I first started using Real Techniques, their eyeshadow brushes were amazing. Stephanie Letta actually got me on to their eyeshadow brushes, and then I moved on to their face brushes. But I feel that their eyeshadow brushes are missing that big fluffy like blending brush that they used to have. And I had it, and I have no idea where it went. So I got a lot of their little double ones or trios, and it was never the same, but they're still pretty good. So these are all the brushes I have. Obviously, I'm not going to go through them, but I will let you know a few that I use day to day, so you guys know. So I actually love this one right here. It's it's a newer one from them. Limited edition. This is the 301. It's a stippling brush. I love this brush to put on foundation. Use that quite a bit. I really, really love, I use this every single day without fail. This is their setting brush, just more of a kind of tapered brush, and you can use this any way you want to. You can use any brush any way you want to. I see people on YouTube actually use it for contour. I see people use it for highlight. I actually use it to set it right underneath the eye and get right in that inner corner. Love this brush. Another brush I really love from them, this is definitely old and limited edition, and I didn't really want to show you guys, but I wanted to show you how good their brushes are. This is our contour brush before they had numbers, and this just fits right in this area, right down here. Obsessed with this brush. Love this brush. Next, this is also newer. This is the 305. It's just more of like a fluffier shader brush, if that makes sense. And I love this for just going right in the inner corner and right in that outer edge and really packing in any kind of darkness to fill out a look. And then these 2 brushes are amazing. I also feel if you're a beginner with makeup, you will love these 2 brushes. So this is the medium sculpting brush, And I love this for doing a fine line with contour or really kind of blending it out. And this one I really love is the Insta Pop Blush Brush. So I love this to kind of pack on color and kind of sweep it up. Love those ones. And then I actually have two. I love this brush. I've used this brush so many times on my channel when I first started out. It's just like a nice kind of all over brush. But these two are my actual favorites from the newer kind of eyeshadow brushes. And these are Crease Prep Brush and Insta Crease Pop Brush. So I love these. They are very similar. So they actually have a little angle to them. And I love them for if I'm using a color that is like a metallic or a kind of glitter shade. I love that you can put it right on that kind of edge and you're able to get right in that lid. That's what I love them for. But Real Techniques, affordable, amazing. You can find them at so many places. And I love their sponges. So really intrigued to try these out. So we're gonna open these together. It says crop heads puts you in control. Define and blend powders your way. Use flat to blend, finish, or sideways to detail and contour. So let's open this up. I'm actually really more excited for the eyeshadow brush. I don't understand. There's no tape on anything. How do you open it? Oh, wait. Oh my God, I think I have to rip it. I don't understand. Let's move this guy down. I didn't bring any scissors or anything with me because I did not think this was going to be an issue. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, so let's open this up. Ooh. Oh my God. So this is big. I don't know about that being a blush. All right, so first off, it's very sticky, and I feel sometimes brands will give Marshalls or TJ Maxx a product that's kind of like, we effed up, but maybe not. Sometimes it's, you know, overflow, but that is bad. Oh my God. So this is the 203, and the 203 broad cut for face, blend powders, or for bronzer. Oh, so I was, yeah, totally wrong. I'm so sorry. So the bigger one is the bronzer blush. It's hard for me to use brushes because depending on what they are, my face is so small that I really have to watch what I put on the cheek part because it can all blend together and look really messy. So thank God this wasn't the blush brush. So that is what it looks like all together. It has like a red handle, very, very pretty. And then we have this guy right here, which is the eyeshadow brush. Very intriguing. I don't like this, like, I can break this. Oh, yeah, I can break that in half. I don't love that. And I knew looking at it, I wasn't gonna love it. Okay, and then we have the blush and highlights brush. So we're gonna use these. Again, I have my face already on. I like my product, or I like to apply my product in certain ways, or in a way. I don't know what I was going to say. So we are going to use this very soft. Again, for me, all the brushes that I've owned for a long time. They don't shed. Don't have a problem with them. They clean very nicely. So we are going to use this. And I'm just going to take the Makeup Revolution bronzer in Cool. And we are going to tap into it. We're going to take some of it off. We're gonna, oh, they're still, so what does it say? use flat to blend. Oh wait. All right, so this to blend and sideways to finish. I will say for a brush that I did not think was going to be the best out of what they brought out, now this side of my face has a little bit, I did do self-tanner and I put the self-tanner all over my face and all of it is gone, but this is always gonna look patchy no matter what I do until that bronzer is gone. So that's not the product or the brush. If you can see right here, that looks so nice. Let's see if I can do the forehead. I guess if you do the forehead on an angle, I really like that. Pack it on. I really, really like that. So this is the brush for bronzer. Then we're gonna go into this one right here. And it doesn't have the tape all over it, but obviously it's just a little bit smaller. And I have two blushes that I've been using. I've been using the Bare Minerals, that peach though. Love this so much for the summertime. And then this is an older blush from ColourPop in the shade Siren. Very beautiful. Actually, before we get into that, I'm gonna take this bronzer shade and go into the smaller brush and see. If you're someone like me that likes a very lightweight, that is so pretty. All right, let's go into the other brush really quick. And we're actually gonna go into Siren and we're gonna tap on. This is really pretty, you guys. My mirror is so far away, I'm so sorry. So flat side. Oh, I get it. That is so... So you can go on the flat side and put the product, and then to really detail the work. That is so pretty. All right, I'm gonna take this and I like to just go on my hands a little bit. That's how I do it with every other brush. If I'm using the brush for something else on the face. And this is something you can't get anymore, but it's such a huge dupe for the Cover FX Press Highlighter in Moonlight. I actually have it right here, so I will show you really quick since this video is not going to be my average 8 hours long. So I love this highlighter. As I'm getting older, I don't really like a beaming strip of highlight. But once you, oh my god, it is so pretty. Moonlight Cover FX. Go into this one using another finger. And it is just stunning. So I'm actually going to take the side of the brush and just kind of sweep it. don't know about highlight. I'm going to take the front of the brush. Yeah, that is so pretty. These are good. Ooh, I love that. All right, so next we are gonna go into the eyeshadow. And I have my palette right here from Pure. I love this palette. This is the Creator palette. And I just think all of the colors are beautiful. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I normally do. And I'm gonna take this brush right here. I'm gonna go into this kind of white shade on top. And that feels so odd. I'm gonna put that all over. Next, I'm going to go into what I would normally do. I'm going to go into this brown shade right here. Very interested to see. I mean, kind of tugging on the skin more so than what I prefer, but I do feel it's kind of how you apply it. Like, you really need to pay attention. So like, I'm applying it this way, but I feel I should apply the product on the back of this. So I'm gonna take the product literally and take the brush and kind of and tap it off and maybe be able to, whoo. Okay. And then turn it and kind of take that and brush it. Maybe. I hate brushes though that are this skinny. I don't like that. All right, so we're gonna go into the other eye. I feel like if you're doing maybe one eyeshadow, this might be your jam. Like, I mean, for me, it's working, but I feel like if you're doing multiple eye looks, or not all eye looks, but multiple eyeshadows, it might be a problem. But it is coming off. It's very pigmented, obviously you can see. Let me try to go into this shade right here and take it on the actual just tip of the brush and see if I can put that maybe in the crease. So weird feeling, you guys. I mean, I need to watch that video because maybe I'm doing it wrong. The cool thing about Real Techniques is they always have videos about this stuff. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I mean, you can definitely blend. It's just a lot of tugging. To where I feel if you're doing one color, you're kind of good to go. I'm going to take this clean brush I have from them, which is their 203, and just kind of go over both shades because I'm not going anywhere. I was just trying the brushes, so. I'm really interested to see, though, if I can take this. I'm going to go into that last shade we were dealing with and see what I can do. Oh yeah, that is so good. I thought it would be for the lower lash line. I'm like, oh my god, that would be amazing. I'm gonna go into that brown. I don't know why that feels so weird. All right, you guys, I'm going to take a little bit of blush. Can I find a little bit of blush? Can I find a little bit of blush? We're gonna take this e.l.f. blush. Oh, I'm out of the light. And I feel like I need something on my eyes. You know, this doesn't really do much, but I feel it just makes me feel better that I have something. You know what I mean? Like a little something on my eyes. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. No, I'm not. It's on the floor. All right, you guys. So this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on these brushes. So first off, $7.99, an amazing deal. Check out Marshall's. I actually really, really love these. I cannot believe that define line that this big guy gave me. Normally for a bronzer or anything like that, I will use like similar brushes like this, one with more of a dome shaped, or, you know, like something just to go in and kind of really feather that out. Another good one that I love is the buffing brush, and I will just go in with a little bit on the side and just really buff that out. This I would just hit, and obviously you've seen it. It's just so easy and puts it all in the correct spots. This one I love as well. I feel it just hits the apples of the cheek so nicely, gives that nice highlight effect, easy to go on the nose, easy to go on the lip area. This guy right here, which I was so excited about, I'm kind of in it and not in it, I will be honest. I feel like these, if it was a little more fluffier, it would get you a little bit more. I feel it's a little stiff. So if you're going on the inner corner or outer edge to the inner corner and you're going back and forth, I do feel that it's going to tug on the eye area. It's 2020. A lot of people don't love that. We're really trying to keep our eyes pristine so that we don't look older than what we are. But no, I will say it did, if you're using one solid color and you want to pack something on and really use that flat edge to go in, this is good. It's not horrible. I love it though for that lower lash. Like in 2 seconds, I was done with that. I wish though it was more of a heftier handle. I feel like this would break in a heartbeat. But not bad. I don't think that these disappointed whatsoever. I feel too, if you really had a blush duo like in a pan, like, you know, you have those pans where it's like blush and bronzer and it's in the same pan. If you could just hit right there, you could just hit that blush here, bronzer here, and just sweep and be done. Like, these are really, really good. I'm so excited to pick these up. I know you can find them at Ulta. I don't know how much more they are. I will have to double check and leave it down below. But if you see these and you're interested, I don't regret not one of them. Real Techniques to me never really disappoints. But I think out of any of the brushes I have, I will definitely be putting these front and center. So I do have a lot of brushes, but those, most of them, besides the eye brushes and my setting brush, have been in a container in my closet because I have so many other brushes that I use. That's how it is when you love makeup and you're just trying out new things. So this brush is definitely front and center where I need it to be, but everything else is kind of like in the closets. These are going to be replacing some brushes. I cannot believe, like, it really looks, especially for me putting on foundation that I just did not love. It just looks, even this one for bronzer. Where's my bronzer? All right, we're going to just throw this on for shits and giggles. I'm going to go into this guy. like the way it feels on the skin. You can even use it to do nose contour, even though I did with that small brush was amazing for that, but let's put a little bit of Siren on. I love these, you guys. I highly recommend them. If you are in the area of Marshalls, go check out your store. You never know what you may have at your stores. I know I had a bunch. They probably had 18 of those at the store I was in. Also, never forget you can use these for powder, which I do feel it's so nice in that area and on the nose and in that corner. These are good. All right, you guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you so much. Don't ever forget to leave a comment down below, and I will see everybody in my next video.